Alright, so we are halfway through season 3 of Rick and Morty, and I'm actually quite enjoying it. I did write down a few notes that I want to point at and critique at. But yeah, so I'm gonna go through my list, and hopefully you guys can agree or disagree with it. But again, we're all entitled to our opinions, so before I start, you can comment down below your thoughts on it, and then you can continue watching. Anyways, season 3 is definitely a lot darker than the last two previous seasons. I mean, we have a lot of divorce, a lot of jealousy, and some tensions between the family. And we have seen some darker scenes from each character. And some from side characters. I'll get to that in the later points. But it's just crazy. It's crazy to see it. What I do see reoccurring in the Rick and Morty season 3 episodes are the frequent catchphrases like Pickle Rick, Noob Noob, Szechuan Sauce, famous one-liners that lots of Rick and Morty fans love to say whenever they're in a comment section or whatever. But yeah, so that one, there's no problem with the actual catchphrases because they're actually fun to say. I mean, we got like wubba lubba dub dub, lick 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 my balls, grass tastes bad, shit like that. But when it gets oversaturated, and you can't really blame the show with it because it's somewhat of it's their way of entertaining. You could sometimes blame the fans, myself included, of oversaturating the catchphrases. So you know what, it's really 50-50 on that part, on that point. And we also showcase in the season that Rick has been an unstoppable force lately. I mean, episode 1 definitely had Rick unstoppable. He killed, or he stopped, the Galactic Federation and the Citadel of Ricks with a matter of minutes. I mean, like, how the hell do you get through that? It's and then in the Vindicators episode, Rick goes through a World Ender easily, just fucking destroys him and his crew most likely, and even stops the Vindicators as well. Yeah, he was almost about to die to supernova, but his drunk Rick set up a party which saved his life. So again, we're seeing Rick as an unstoppable force, and that is just crazy. Like, even drunk, he can be a lot more unstoppable. Character development is on point. I mean, Jesus Christ, we have been seeing a lot of development from characters. The first one I'll be starting out with is definitely Morty. He's more menacing. He's a bit smarter than the previous seasons, and it looks like he's getting more tired of Rick. He wants to be more independent. There's nothing wrong with it. A lot of people are saying, oh, this could be the origins of Evil Morty, and we could possibly see it. This is like a theory of mine, is that Rick went back to this Morty in order, because like I think Adventures changed the original Rick and Morty, which the original Morty led to Evil Morty, and Rick going back to this Morty, he tried to change up the adventures differently, but still I think Rick is seeing a failed attempt here of actually having a connection with his own grandson. That's a theory that I'll get to another time, but yeah, that's what I'm seeing from Morty so far. Summer is a bit more mature-ish. I'm gonna say mature-ish because I thought in season 2 or episode 2, Rick Mancing the Stone, I thought she was a bit more mature, but then she goes crazy when Ethan dumps her and she starts getting boob jobs and shit. I mean, hey, Summer is fucking thick, so I don't really care. But she is getting more adventures as well, more adventures with her own grandfather, in like Rick Mancing the Stone. So yeah, she's going through all those phases with Rick as well, more than season 2 and season 1. Jerry, I love Jerry. I've always been team Jerry. Actually, I never loved Jerry, but I always liked him and always preferred him over Beth. He's a lot braver. Yeah, we've seen his braver side in season 2, I think. But in this season, I feel like he's starting to get that transition of becoming an actual husband who stands up for his family, and not some wuss. Again, yeah, he's more understanding. We get to see his side of the story, and I quite feel a bit of sympathy for him. Does that make sense? I'm not sure, but I do feel a bit sorry for him, and that's what the whole theme of the episode was in episode 5. Yeah, it kind of contradicts there, but then again, even though he's a bit of a wuss still, he still shows small acts of courage, like in episode 5 where he defended Rick some way, but yeah. Beth, she's a bitch. I still hate her, but she's still a unique character. We got to see more of her as well. She is quite different, creating those horseshoes, whatever that Morty was creating or seeing her create. But anyways, yeah, Beth just seems more connected with her father, and having more daddy issues and all. And I guess she's starting to transition into loving her kids more since she had that talk with Morty. And Rick, there's really no problem for Rick, except he's still his crazy self, and he shows more signs of love towards Morty. I can see, the jealousy in the Vindicators episode, Rick mancing the stone, and not only Morty, even Summer as well. But yeah, he's I see him more as becoming like a family man now. Now that Jerry's gone, but I think like he's even more understanding with Jerry as well, as you've seen in episode 5. So that was cool to see. The plots for each episode have been a hit or miss for some people, and personally for me it goes Rick Shank Redemption, The Vindicators, The Whirly Dirly Conspiracy, Pickle Rick, and Rick Mancing the Stone. People would definitely disagree with this list, especially with Pickle Rick ranking below the Vindicators or the Whirly Dirly Conspiracy. The reason why I put the Vindicators above or second is because it's personally my opinion that I'm an avid comic book fan, so I kind of enjoyed that episode more, just because it was a parody to comic books. And then the Whirly Derby conspiracy, I forgot it was Durley or Derby, but anyways, I like that because I like the chemistry Rick and Jerry had in there and the moments in there. It was funny too. I actually had a few laughs in there, not chuckles, laughs, which kind of made me I enjoyed it. I was entertained. Pickle Rick, I enjoyed it as well. It was entertaining. It was basically just me watching an action movie. That's basically it. There was nothing wrong with it, and just because episodes are ranked below each other doesn't mean it's worse. I'm not saying it's worse to best. I'm just saying some of these episodes are slightly better than the other, and it just kind of one-ups each other, Rick Mancing the Stone I preferred it, I liked it, but again, it's probably the weakest out of the 5 so far. Regardless though, the episodes have been entertaining and either has me chuckling or laughing. So basically I could be chuckling at some jokes that they throw in, or I could be laughing hysterically with the actual episode that they stream. So back to the plots though, the stories are interesting and it shows a lot of continuity, especially for the characters. You can see that the Morty and the Beth and Summer and Rick, their family issues keeps transitioning through each episode, and then we get to see that day in and day out. Like how Morty talks to Beth with it in season 3 episode 3 with Pickle Rick, and then also in episode 5. So that was nice to see. Definitely though, there's a lot of action with gore. This is more action packed than season 2 episode 1. This is more action than adventure, rather than season 2 and 1 being more adventure than action. We did get some action in season 2 and season 1, but I felt like the first 5 episodes for season 3 has been more action than adventure, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's cool to see action. An example is the Pickle Rick episode with him fighting all the agents. Rick Mancing the Stone, definitely the Mad Max episode. The Vindicators, especially with that saw-like trap, and of course him and World Ender. And don't get me started on the Whirly Dirly Conspiracy part with the 2 kids. Holy shit, that I should have been laughing at that, but Jesus Christ, that shit was dark. It was. I knew they were gonna do it. I just knew that they were gonna do it, but I wasn't. I should have expected it, but my mouth dropped seeing that scene. But oh god. Okay. Anyways, overall the season is all right. I am not disappointed with it. You definitely could add more of the Rick and Morty chemistry, because right now it seems like it's dissolving. But we are halfway there, right? So I can't really make final judgments. But yeah, season 3 so far gets a solid 8 for me. With these 5 episodes, it gets a solid 8 for me. I still prefer season 2 or 1. I still haven't made my decision yet over 3, but 3 definitely takes a spot for the second place. But yeah, definitely this is not over yet. This is just my thoughts on the halfway mark of season 3. Again, I loved it. There's nothing wrong with it. I still prefer it. And I don't really think I really don't think it shouldn't be getting the hate. I don't think it's it's not getting enough recognition. I guess it's just because some people are tired of seeing the oversaturated jokes from the Rick and Morty fans, and personally for me, I do quite get annoyed sometimes by seeing these oversaturated jokes and one-liners from people. Even though it's a bit hypocritical for myself because I like to say them as well. But anyways, yeah, that's it. That's all I would say about season 3 so far. I enjoyed it. So in the comment section down below, again, let me know what you guys think about it, whether you agree or disagree with my opinion on this, and then let me know what you guys think about this season so far, because right now I enjoy it. I'm really looking forward to the episodes, and definitely just hooked on this season, and I'm just glad that it's here, So definitely, guys, let me know what you guys think, and I'll appreciate your comments. Other than that, you guys have been a lovely audience. I hope you enjoyed this review slash theory. There was some theories in it, but whatever. This review on season 3 of Rick and Morty. Other than that, you guys have been a lovely audience. My name is Jay, and I'll see you guys in another day.